Hi everybody, it's Nikki here and welcome to today's video, which is Deck of Panning. Yes, this is a project created by Emily from Emily and Max channel. I will of course leave all the information you need in the description box below this video, so please do check it out before you leave. So I have my cards, I have my products, and I have some rollouts. Yes I do. I am so excited for this, like really excited. I'm actually filming this a little bit early. Are we doing this a little bit early? Are we a little bit early? I think we might be, but I'm so excited for this. Really I am. I have got 3 products rolling out. 2 of them, one definitely an empty, one about to be an empty, and then one is just like a usage goal. So my most excited bit, it's this. So when I first brought this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless setting powder. I had the shade Porcelain. When I first brought this in, this had pan in it, and my original goal was to finish the setting powder, but then I bought some pressing medium thing, you know, what do you call it? Isopropyl alcohol, and I went into a powder pressing frenzy and I repressed this powder along with some other powder that I had and pretty much filled this back up again. So then I changed my goal to just hitting pan on this powder. Well, last month I had no pan. This month it's empty. Yeah, I changed the brush. So originally I was using this face brush from e.l.f., quite fluffy, and about just at the beginning of the month I changed it to this Wilko's brush. So I got this brush from Wilko's. I don't know if you have that in America, but we do have Wilko's here in the UK. It used to be called Wilkinson's, but now they've just shortened it to Wilko's because everybody calls it Wilko's. This is obviously a lot more dense, so I started using this and this powder just went. So I hit pan about midway through the month, or through since midway since last update, and then it finished. I finished it just last week, so I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked that I managed to finish this completely. There is obviously some residue there. You can see that I just caught it with my nails just now, but it is all gone. I have finished a powder. I'm so excited because that went from finish the powder to repressing the powder to just wanting to hit pan to actually hitting pan and then finishing it all up in 1 month. So excited. So yeah. Now the other item that is going to be an empty, literally probably either the next time I use it or the next couple of times, because this is also going really, really fast. It's another Franken product. This is the Physicians Formula packaging, but it's not a Physicians Formula product. This was actually a couple of Makeup Revolution highlighters that were all crushed together, and I crushed it and put it into here. The packaging has now completely broke. It's completely busted. But all I have left is this tiny little bit in the corner. To be honest, it's getting really hard to get my brush into there. So what I'm thinking of doing is just crushing this up and putting it into a body lotion. Just this tiny little bit, won't make too much of a difference, but it might give a bit of shimmer. I have a depotted body lotion from another project pan, and there's not much left of it. I depotted it from a tube into a little tub, so there's probably enough in here to add to that to give that body lotion enough shimmer to make it viable. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Again, I've used this 7 times this month, probably a few more times than that, to be honest. I don't always remember to mark my book, but yeah, I've used this a lot, and what I've been doing is, because this highlighter was very much bang in your face kind of highlighter, no matter how soft and gently I went with it. So what I started doing was actually putting this highlighter on before I put my setting powder on, and the setting powder would allow that highlighter to look more like a glow from within rather than a bam in your face kind of streak of highlighter on my cheek. So I'm really liking it. It's the one I'm wearing today and I love it. It's a shame it's going to be finished, but I will have finished a highlighter, guys. And not just a highlighter. This was a couple of highlighters crushed together from a Makeup Revolution face palette. So I'm extremely excited. I think this is the first powder highlight I've finished ever in my collection. Do not remember finishing any other powder highlights in my collection. And I've done it. This is the year. Last year I finished a blush. This year I'm finishing a highlighter. I think I also finished 2 bronzers last year as well. What is going on with me? But yeah, so that is that product finished as well. And then the other rollout is not finished because could not get through a whole lipstick. But this is my MAC in Natural Born Leader. Absolutely stunning colour. I have that much left. And the shade looks like that. So very pretty, gorgeous, like reddish brown sort of shade. Very nice colour. Really my kind of go-to kind of lip colour. Today's lip colour is not my go-to lip colour. It's a bit bright for me. So yeah, I got my uses on this. I think, what was my goal was 10 uses, and at last update I had 5 uses on it. I have used it a further 5 times this month. So it has hit goal and I forgot to weigh it. So yeah, it's had its 10 uses goal. So last month it weighed 20.64 grams and this month it weighs 20.60 grams. So not a lot of use from the beginning. Oh, hang on. Oh, what do we have there? So at the beginning, apparently this was 20.60 grams. Then it went up to 20.65. Then to 20.64, and now it's back down to 20.60, which was the weight it started at. I have no idea what's going on with my scales. That was probably a blip in my scales. Maybe it was 20. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I've used it 10 times, and I'm happy because it can go back in my collection, and I can save it for another day. Beautiful colour, beautiful. So that is 3 rollouts from this month. So let's go on to the products that are still in the project. So the first one of those is my number 7 eyeshadow pencil in Gunmetal Grey. It's still here. It's still here, guys. Throughout the last month, I was focusing on some green eyeshadow looks for my finale for 50 Shades of Green, and I promised myself that once that was over, this was going to be my next focus. However, I've just been really rocking this look for the last couple of days, so I think I'm not ready to go grungy just yet, because I wanted to I was in the mood for 50 Shades of Yellow starting, so I did a yellow eye look kind of thing. So yeah, this hasn't had the love that I wanted it to. It's had absolutely no uses at all in the last month, so it remains at 12.02 grams. It will get focused on though pretty soon. I'm gonna knock it out of the park soon. It has to be finished in this, or it's going into Emily's other project pan that she's going to be starting soon, which is Graveyard Project Pan. So one way or another, that bloody pencil, eyeshadow pencil, is going to be finished by the end of the year. I wanted it done before the mid-year makeup inventory, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, so the next item was my Are You Joking products. So for when I pulled the Joker card, for the Are You Joking prompt. I pulled in 5, was it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 red lipsticks, and I can tell you that I have not used the 3 that were left after last month's update, because at last month's update I had used 2, and there was 3 left, and I have not used any of them. I just didn't feel that with a green eye look I could also put a red lip with it. You probably think, well, green and red go well together. Yes, at Christmas time, love. No. When I wear a red lip, I want to do a more neutral eye. So maybe when I do use that number 7 eyeshadow pencil, this one, I might go in with a red lip then, because this will be much more like smoky and grungy, and I could probably get away with a red lip then. But with the green eye looks I was creating, I wasn't feeling the red lip. So we still have Too Faced Melted Matte liquid lipstick in Lady Balls, still hate that name. We have MAC's Good Old Classic in Ruby Woo, and we have the Beauty Bay lipstick, which is in Lover, and I've got to say this is probably one of my favourite reds now, because I think it's kind of overtaken Ruby Woo. Dare I say it? But yeah, I do. I dare I say it. So those are the 3 red lipsticks I have left from the Joker card that I pulled, what, 2 months ago now? And then last month I pulled 1 card, and I got the 7 of Spades, and the prompt was a brand you only own 1 from, and I picked this Laura Mercier lipstick. I don't know if, do I have no, I have a Laura Geller highlighter. I don't think I have anything else from Laura Mercier. I'd like to try their powder, I would. But I pulled out this lipstick. It's only a mini. It's in the shade A La Rose. It's very, very pretty pink shade. Again, I'm not a pink lipstick kind of girl. Today I'm only wearing a pink lipstick because of the pink eye look, but I could have worn this today actually. Can I lay this over the middle? Yeah, hasn't made much of a difference, has it? Maybe lightened it up a little bit. But anyway, I tell you how I have used this just the once over the last month, and that is as a cream blush. I actually really enjoyed it as a cream blush. So I just put it on my hand, swirled it around on my hand for a bit, and then took it from the back of my hand and tapped it onto my cheek, and it looks really, really pretty. I really like that fresh, bright pink kind of blush. It makes you look like you've been out on a really cold winter's day or something, and it looked really, really pretty like that. So I think that probably is how I'm going to use up this blush. I am in here, it is only in here for 10 uses. It's not in here to finish, but if I find that those 10 uses are pretty close to finishing it, because I am using it as a cream blush rather than just as a lipstick, which does generally tend to use more product, using it that way, then I may go on to finish it. I don't know. It would be nice to get a lipstick out of my collection, wouldn't it? But that is it for now. So that is all of the products to update you with. Okay, so I have the game board up, and I have a new pack of cards for this month. So these ones are from Butlins. So if you don't know about Butlins, Butlins is a holiday resort here in the UK. They currently have 3 sites. They have the OG Skegness, which was the original one opened by Billy Butlins himself. And then you have Minehead, and you have Bognor Regis. There used to be a lot more than that, but it was slimmed down to just those 3 sites. They used to do like knobbly knees contests and all sorts of like weird competitions back in the old days, but now you don't get any of that. You used to get, when I started going there, what, 20 years ago, when my daughter was just 1 year old was the first time I went. She's 24 this year. They used to do like a children's dressing up contest, and so every year I would, before we went away on holiday, be making her a fancy dress costume, and and they don't even do that anymore. It's It's changed so much. Yeah, I love the holiday resorts. If you've got a family here in the UK, Butlins is a great place to go because everything is all on site. All your entertainment, all your food, everything, your accommodation, everything is all on site. You don't really need to go anywhere else. It's all there for you. So it's a really good holiday, especially if you're going off-peak time. It's much better value for money. If you're going during peak season, it's way too busy to get anything done. There's queues left, right and centre. It's probably like Disney World. Let's be fake. It's not like Disney World. What am I on about? Anyway, and these cards, they're just like red cards and they've got like the seaside back for them. If you want a good old British seaside holiday, not that our beaches are anything to write home about, but anyway, so yeah, nothing special about these, just the billies. In this pack we have 3 jokers. Not doing that, I'm just going to use one. We'll put the others aside because burn me once, fool me, burn me twice. No, burn me once, fool you, burn me twice, fool me. So I'm just sticking that on the back and then I'm going to give them a shuffle. So let's have a look at the board. Most recent purchase, favourite brand, controversial brand. I have a few of those. Eyeshadow, vacation or travel, so a holiday item I suppose. Stop flicking over, concentrate on what you're doing. This time last year, I might need to look at that. Chopping block. SPF might be a difficult one. That might have to come in the form of maybe a foundation or something that has SPF in it, because I don't use SPF. We don't see the sun enough here in the UK. I should probably get some for the summer coming up, because for the last few years we've had a really good summer and I should probably invest in some SPF, but when the sun comes out I go in. I don't go out very often, so I don't purchase SPF. It goes off before I can use it. So yeah, I only really buy SPF when I go away on holiday abroad, and I've only been on holiday abroad twice, so that shows you how often I've bought SPF. Out of control category. Matches eye colour. What would you say that is? What would you say my eye colour is? I say hazel. But is that like a greeny brown? Greeny blue? I don't know. Hit a new pan. Okay. Anyway. So we have had 3 rollouts. 3, which means we're pulling 3 cards. 3 chances to get that joker. I don't know what I'll pick for the joker this time. No idea. But should we pick straight from the top or shall we cut the deck? I'm going to cut the deck first and drop a card. So the 3 of diamonds jumped out at me, so I'm going to take that one. The 3rd of diamonds, wild card. I think that means I can pick whatever I want. So there's that one. Let's try that again. The Queen of Clubs, so it's a black queen, which is in it for the long haul. Yay, great. Well, we did have the wild card, so that's kind of like one extreme to the other. And then we're going to cut the deck again and pick the top one. Ooh, 5 of diamonds. 5 of diamonds. Influenced. So what? Somebody else influenced me to purchase it? Okay. So I will go away and have a look for those items and then I will come back to you in a moment. Okay, I am back with my products. So for the 3 of diamonds, which was a wild card, which meant I could pick anything. Please believe that is harder than it sounds. You can pick anything you want to pan. No. That's the point of these prompt-based project pans. You tell me what to pan. I have no idea. I don't know what I want to pan. So I looked at what I'm panning already. And I thought, in which category could I pan something extra? So I went with a lippy stick. This is my Colourpop lippy stick in Little Things. I love that name. I have used quite a bit of this up, and I only have that much left. And this is one of the items that I would like to finish before the end of the year, so I better put it in a project pan to do that. So I'm not going to put it in to finish. That is a swatch of it there. So it's quite a light lipstick, but I am bringing it in for 10 uses. We'll see how much that gets used, how much that uses up, and then I might put it in, say, like the graveyard project pan at the end, nearer the end of the year to get it finished up, if it's rolled out of this project before then. So I'm bringing this in for 10 uses. For the Queen of Clubs, this was a product that is in it for the long haul. And I can't think of anything more long haul than a blush. A goddamn blush. The bane of our existence for project panners. But oh my god, we love blushes. I love blushes. I love blushes very, very much. So this is actually the L'Oreal Infallible Blush Paint Palette in the Ambers version. I picked this up and I do love it. So you got 5 different blushes here. This one I probably would never use as a blush, but all of the others I do love. They have some usage in them. You can see like a little bit of usage on this one and this one primarily. I don't know why, but I got the sneezes today. So I'm going to bring this in for 50 uses. Yeah, 50 uses. That can be any shade, as long as I use it one shade at least. That will be one use. So if for instance I use one shade as a blush and then use maybe this shade as an eyeshadow, that's still only one use. It's like per day, do you know what I mean? So 50 days of use rather than actual uses of the product. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. 50 uses. I don't know why I was doing that. That's not a mirror. It looks like a mirror, but it's not. It's just a thing. But yeah, so 50 uses for this, for the Queen of Clubs. And then last but not least, we had the 5 of Diamonds, and the prompt for this was influenced. I did have a look at the prompt description side of the file that Emily created for us, and it said something that you were influenced to buy after you saw somebody else's review. Now I had seen this palette along with a couple of other palettes that go with this palette. It's a collection, basically. It's a palette collection. I've only chosen one of them though. I'm talking about the Melt Cosmetics Bad Side Zodiac palette collection. There's 4 of them: fire, earth, air, and water. Water was the other one. And each one represents certain star signs. So this fire one represents Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And what's different about this to other zodiac collections that have been brought out in makeup before is this is a bad side of zodiac. So these are the negative characteristics of these star signs. So it says here, for the main character you think you are. So drama queen, too much, bossy, ego trip, hothead, one-upper, arrogant, and revenge. So if you are an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, those are apparently your worst side traits. So this one does have a mirror. So this is the palette inside. Now it does kind of scream autumn for me, you know, with the browns and stuff, but it also could scream kind of summer for me. So that's what I'm hoping. Get some nice bright, colourful red and orange eye looks going in the near future. So what I'm bringing this one in for is 5 looks. So 5 looks, 1 palette kind of thing. Trying to hit every shade in this palette within those 5 looks. But 5 uses, basically 5 different eyeshadow looks using this palette. And that means that I have to use at least 2 shades as a minimum per look. I will probably just make 2 different eye looks and then do that like 5 times kind of thing. So yeah, I want to have a play with this palette. I do really like them. I have been playing with the Air one this month in my Shop My Stash. So I thought I would pull out the Fire one for Deck of Panning today. So that is the 3 new products bringing in. So the Fire palette from Melt Cosmetics for products that I've been influenced to purchase. I can't remember which review it was. Basically, I had seen them available on Sephora, I think. And as we do now have Sephora in the UK, only I think there's 1 store in London, probably. But otherwise, they're only online here. So I'd seen these palettes, but I wasn't sure about them. I wasn't sure whether I should purchase them or not. And then I went onto YouTube and I looked at some people's reviews and like swatches and videos and stuff like that. And that's what then convinced me to pick these up. So I was influenced in a way to purchase something that I was kind of already interested in, but I was on the fence about. So it was actually the YouTube videos that convinced me to go ahead and purchase them. So I count that. So I have the Fire palette from Melt Cosmetics for 5 different looks. I have the L'Oreal blush palette in the Ambers collection to use 50 times. And then I have Colourpop's Lippy Stick in Little Tings to use 10 times. Adding that to all of the other products in this project pan. Hopefully, rollouts for next month. I can't really see anything rolling out next month. Maybe 1 or 2 of the red lippies. Because these are all in for like 2 uses each, which I know doesn't sound a lot for a Joker prompt, but red lipsticks for me is something I really struggle to wear. Red lipstick is something I really struggle to wear because I'd rather do a brighter eye look than a more neutral eye look with a red lip. Is something I really have to think about. So yeah, that I might have 1 of these out if I focus on it. I don't know. And I don't know. I don't really think I've got anything else. I don't think I'll have the eyeshadow pencil done. Not if I want to get looks out of the palette. So I don't know if I'll have any rollouts next month, but whatever happens, I will still pull 1 card at least, because that's the name of the game, isn't it? That's what we want to do. So that is it. That is my Deck of Panning update for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.